That night, the rain fell softly. Not heavy, just enough to make the world feel quieter than it should. Daniel stood in front of the old building, taking a deep breath before stepping inside. This was supposed to be his last shift. The door creaked open. The lobby lights flickered as if unsure whether they wanted to stay on. Daniel pressed the button on his radio. "Control, this is Daniel. I'm inside." Only static answered. Then a man's voice, calm, distant. "Copy that. Just finish your rounds, and don't stay past dawn." Daniel frowned. Something about those words felt wrong. He ignored it. The wall clock in the lobby read 2:17 a.m. The second hand wasn't moving. Daniel walked down the long corridor. His footsteps echoed, but the echo came a moment too late, as if the floor were copying him. The lights turned on one by one as he passed, then shut off again behind him. The radio crackled.
"Daniel!" He stopped. "Yeah, I'm here," the radio replied, with Daniel's own voice. "I'm here." His breath caught. He lowered the radio, staring at it like it didn't belong to him. He continued his patrol, faster now. Inside the CCTV room, the old monitors glowed. One screen showed the second-floor hallway. Daniel stared. Someone was standing at the far end of the corridor, wearing a security uniform. The face wasn't clear. Daniel swallowed. "Control? Do we have someone else on shift tonight?" Static. He zoomed in on the screen. The figure stepped forward. The hallway lights on the monitor turned on, exactly as the lights behind Daniel did. He slowly turned around. The corridor in front of him was empty. When he looked back at the monitor, the figure was gone. An alarm suddenly blared. "Zone B, an area sealed off for years." Daniel muttered a curse and headed toward it. The door wasn't locked, even though he was certain he had locked it earlier. Inside, the air was damp and stale. On the wall, words were scrawled in black paint. "The shift never ends." Daniel stepped back. The radio turned on by itself. "You're late." "Late for what?" he whispered. "For leaving." His wristwatch vibrated. He looked down. 1:59 a.m. Time was moving backward. The lights went out. Total darkness. In the dark, footsteps echoed. Not one, many, surrounding him. Voices whispered, overlapping. "Just one more round. Finish the log. Don't stay past dawn." Emergency lights flickered on. Daniel was standing inside an old control room. On the desk lay a logbook. Open. Names filled the pages, dozens of them, all ending with one note: last shift. On the final page, one name was written: Daniel, 2:17 a.m. His hands trembled. In the corner, an old tape recorder began to play. A tired, aged voice spoke. "If you're hearing this, you're already part of the building. The job doesn't end. People do." Daniel screamed and threw the logbook to the floor. "I quit." Every light died. Absolute silence. Then, birds chirping. Morning light streamed through the front windows. Daniel stood in the lobby. The front door was open. He stepped outside. The rain had stopped. He smiled, relieved.